Hello and welcome to another Electronic Cafe Celebrates episode. This one's going to be easy to talk about and easy to celebrate because this is where we talk about one of my favourite bands, The Cure. And we talk about The Head on the Door, the sixth studio album by The Cure. It was released on the 30th of August 85 by Fiction Records, preceded by the single and one of my favourite Cure tracks, In Between Days. I remember that song was actually used in a Levi's advert as well, which reached number 15 in the chart.
After recording one of their darkest albums, 1984's The Top, The Cure regrouped and shuffled their lineup and changed their musical direction rather radically. The Head on the Door was the first big commercial breakthrough for The Cure and their first big international success.
The Head on the Door was described by Melody Maker as a collection of pop songs with a variety of styles. It allowed the group to reach a much wider audience than previous albums in both Europe and North America. In the UK, it became their most successful album to date, entering the album chart at number 7 on the 7th of September. And it's the first Cure album where all the songs were composed solely by singer and guitarist and, let's be honest, fucking genius, Rob Smith.
The album contained the two fantastic singles, In Between Days and Close to Me, but for me it contains one of my favourite Cure songs ever, A Night Like This.
Say goodbye on a night like this, if it's the last thing we ever do. You never looked as lost as this, sometimes it doesn't even look like you. It goes darker still, please stay. But I watch you like I'm made of stone as you walk away.
And then during the promotion for the record, Smith stated that Head on the Door was inspired by the albums Kaleidoscope by Susie and the Banshees and Dare by the Human League. He wanted the album to be eclectic with different styles and moods.
Still dark and brooding, but this time with a danceable pop edge, aided by heavy rotation on MTV and radio, all helped this album and The Cure make the crossover from alternative to mainstream audiences, and without doubt a turning point and a defining moment in The Cure's career.
And so, as a complete album, it's one of the best things I think The Cure's produced, although I would say probably Disintegration and the latest release edge it for me, but this is a great Cure album.
Many people always cite Disintegration as the best Cure album, but for me it's always been and most definitely Head on the Door. The Head on the Door contains some absolute masterpieces and in my opinion is the best place to start for anyone wanting to investigate The Cure, and I feel that this album is the beginning of The Cure's imperial phase.
And upon its release, Head on the Door was very well received by the British press. I think Matt Snow of NME found that the album is really quite pop and that tunes abound. But I think the thing that really summed this up in that particular year was that it was named the best album of the year by the Melody Maker.
It is an album that embraces many moods and styles and yet another wondrous album from 1985.
So tell us what you think about that. 1985 was a great year for music, as you keep seeing from these episodes that Mark and I keep producing. But you know, The Cure for me are one of the greatest bands of all time, and this album is certainly worth celebrating. If you haven't heard it, go and grab a copy, stick it on your turntable, and then fall in love with it. And if you obviously know it, you know what I'm talking about. I just say The Head on the Door by The Cure, happy anniversary, an amazing album.